Yesterday we asked a question, and this was the question that we asked. Let's go. Why did you get married? Or why are you trying to get married? Please turn off or reduce the noise of Ustream. Somebody's Ustream is on at the same time. All right. Why are you trying to get into a relationship? Why are you trying to be in a marriage? Or why are you in a relationship already? Or we also talk about who are you assigned to yesterday. Is there somebody that want to jump into this? And let's go from here.
I will.
Go ahead.
One reason why people get into relationships is because they're looking for help.
They are looking for help. That is one thing. Continue, Victoria, before I pick on that.
That's a real big reason, especially if you have kids and you're struggling or like single parent and like just anybody who can help you. You just like want to just find whoever's able to help you, and it can make you get into a relationship without even really thinking about. I'm talking about if you have kids and you're like looking for help, it could be a reason why you just pick somebody without thinking about this is really the best for you. If they're helping you, because.
And that help. Continue.
That's one reason.
Okay.
That's one reason that I know.
Okay. Thank you. Because you are going to tell us something else. You still have some more things to share with us. But let's go with what she has said. Especially when you are a single mother or a single father and you find somebody who is willing to give you help, you jump into that. She says the majority of people who get into marriage, they get into marriage out of a necessity to receive help. And this is very ancient. Why people get married is situational. We call this situational marriages, circumstantial marriages, conditional marriages. It's not because so much that you've done thorough background study of the person or of the person's family. Not really. It's because you want somebody to bear a burden with you. And that is all the reason. Is that a good enough reason to be in a marriage? Because there are some cultures in which when a woman reaches a certain age, in her 20s, the family want her to get married. Or a man reaches a certain age, the family want that man to make somebody pregnant, to have a child, things like that. There is a question that somebody raised, and I want us to tackle that right away. Please, I want you to jump into these things, to share your thoughts. let me put it this way. The person who just spoke said people get married to get help. And part of that help is to have a child, have money, have material resources, or to be given. There's a question that needs to be asked here. When should somebody get married? Is it in their 20s, or in their 30s, or in their 40s? When should somebody get married? When should somebody get married? Somebody should help us.
I personally feel that it's not dependent upon an age.
What did you say?
I said I personally feel, my personal opinion is it's not dependent upon an age.
It's not dependent upon an age. Explain.
You can be a 60-year-old child and not ready to get married.
Okay. A 50-year-old child?
Yeah, there's some, to me there's some, you're right, there's some people that are childish. They haven't grown up. They're childish.
Okay, so
they're not responsible.
they are not responsible. So the one thing, you are now introducing something into all of this. So the one thing that you believe makes somebody ready for pure relationship, real relationship, or for marriage is responsibility.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word. That's the word you are bringing in. So what makes somebody an adult is
when they're whole. They're responsible.
When they are responsible. So that's what makes somebody an adult. Is that what you are saying? So somebody is an adult if they are responsible. Are you tying that responsibility to somebody being devoted and faithful? Because you cannot be responsible without this. Of course, I know of men and women who carry out their duties and their assignments towards their family and towards their spouse, and in one thing or the other, they are not devoted. They are not, can we use the word, they are not faithful. I'll give you an example. They are still tied down to their brother or sisters or mothers, and not to that woman or that man. If something happened in the relationship, they go first to talk it over with their own family members. You see, I don't know. So the person who is speaking, can you clarify more? Can you, because I am helping you out here, can you help us out here too?
Okay, this is Renee, and there's a thunderstorm going on here. But at any rate, I think somebody else chimed in and said the responsibility. I did mention responsibility, but I think first and foremost, a person must be whole. You can't marry half a person. They have to, going back to last night's conversation, they have to be fully aware of who they are, why they've been called, and responsibility is a big part of it, yes, but they must be a well-rounded individual, being whole, meaning they must know their strengths, they must know their weaknesses, and they must know how to alter their weaknesses or strengths whenever necessary. There are a number of other attributes that they must have in order to be ready, I think, for the responsibility of caring for another person.
Isn't that strange that a lot of us think that we can be in a relationship that we have mastered it, and then we have big weddings? Either we borrowed money to do these things, or we just do it outright. And at the end of the day, the thing still scatters. Mhm. That's why those of us who have been into this kind of stuff, I'm not moved by these things. I'm not moved. Because I've been there and I've seen it.
And can I be helped a little bit? Please, can you put me on because I'm not hearing anything. My phone is making me really hot.
We are hearing you very perfectly well.
Yeah, I can't hear you. Okay.
Okay. I'm going to turn you off and turn you back on, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay. Continue. Is there somebody that want to help us here? Is it true that when people married late, like in their late 30s or early 40s, that there is a less rate of divorce than when people married when they are younger? Which one is the better?
I think that's it. Well, Bishop, but science would disagree in the sense that because when we look at scientific implications of having children.
Okay, so you are coming from the fact not of companionship, not of building a home, but yours is from having children as part of the marriage.
Well, isn't that part of the marriage?
Well, not necessarily. Having children necessarily is not the primary reason for marriage. Having children is not primarily the reason why people get married. It's not part of it. Children are secondary in a marriage. Children are secondary. Children are not.
Well, the bishop, some of us, aside from, some of us come from cultures where having children out of wedlock is, frowned upon.
Yes.
So men and women are encouraged when they come of age, to marry and then have a family.
Okay, those.
Isn't that the will of God? To continue, to develop family, because even you have said family is important to, God's will for mankind and for the earth and all that. So
right.
I don't understand that.
All right. I want people who understand what I'm saying to jump in to help out here. Is having a child the primary reason for getting married? What about if the woman cannot conceive or the man cannot have children? Is having children the primary reason for getting married?
Look, I think it's part of it.
And what about if a child does not come in a marriage? What happens? That becomes the reason why you'll be primarily occupied with having a child instead of pursuing your destiny and dream.
Mostly, yes. Yes, everybody wants to have a child.
It's not everybody, my dear. Everybody does not want to have a child. I know of women who hate getting pregnant. They hated it. And that resulted in them walking away from the marriage because they didn't want to get children anymore. You see, you can get married because you want to be in a married life with the right kind of partner and enjoy life and build each other's dream and destiny. Children are secondary part of it. And that is why the cultures, like some of the Asian cultures, Middle Eastern cultures, African cultures, that highly believe in children as wealth. Children are part of how you classify wealth. If you don't have a child, you are looked down upon. It is said that something is wrong with you. It becomes witchcraft. It's not always so. In these cultures, when a child is born, in many occasions, you will see the woman or the man, when something happens in that relationship between the man and the woman, you will see one of them attaches more importance to the children than to the spouse. The benefit of what comes out of that marriage is not as important as two of you that brought it about. Because the children will be born into it, and the children will grow and get out of the nest, and two of you remain. I am surprised that women are not jumping into this topic. Is having a child the primary reason you want to get married? If having a child is the primary reason you want to get married, then that is wrong. That teaching is very, very wrong. That culture is very, very wrong. You marry first and foremost to be in a companionship, tried and strong, in order to create wealth and happiness. Children are secondary in this. Children do not come first. I was thinking that what she wanted to tell us is that because of how the female body is, the way it is put together, therefore, it's necessary for a woman to give birth earlier because of her biology, her physiology. Because a lot of women have children, whether in or outside wedlock, within their 20s and 30s. Sometimes you see those who cross until they cross into their 40s and they have children. But basically, women are encouraged to have children when they are in their 20s and 30s, and that is it. So I don't know of whether we have anybody who is a doctor in our midst tonight to tell us whether a woman should wait if she cannot find the right mate. Can she wait? Even if it is in her 40s, early 40s, if she finds the right mate, she should get married. Because you see, life is about happiness. Life is about creating wealth. So that you do not go because of you're trying not to be lonely, you're trying to receive help, you're trying to have children as part of the wealth creation. See, you are not having a child because God says that you should go out there and multiply. Did you see your name there? He said, go into the world and multiply. First and foremost, you need to be adequately situated. Now, I'm telling you guys what I'm telling you now because if I had somebody told me what I'm telling you, I would never have had children at the time I had kids. I would have prevented having it. I'm just being very frank to all of you. Because this is how I look at it. You see, there is what I called the principle of responsible self. You need to have wealth. You need to have some money. And also, you need to have an ongoing investment, an ongoing creation of wealth. And you must have time. You must have time for those children. So having children is not enough. But having money and response and time to invest in them is very, very important. When should a woman get married? When should a man get married? At what age do you think should be? And what are the things that should be there before they get married? Anybody can jump into this. Nobody? At what age should a woman get married? And what must she have that qualifies her to know that she's ready to be in a marriage or relationship? Anybody? So nobody knows anymore.
She must be ready to become a mother.
How?
You-
At what age?
How?
At what age should a woman be in a relationship? Should be married? At what age?
I don't know what age, actually.
Early 40s.
Ma- Matthias, what do you say?
About the early 30s, late 30s or early 40s, because by this time she have time to adjust to life and then have her own, financial thing, so she don't have to worry about anybody holding her financially. And she'll be able to be comfortable enough to enjoy life, enjoy the marriage, and live life.
Okay. Can somebody speak and tell me exactly what Matthias is saying? Is there somebody who heard him very well? Please, can you tell us?
Yeah.
So nobody is hearing what I'm hearing because his voice is a little bit. Nobody heard exactly what he was saying.
I didn't hear it.
Okay.
I can try to summarize. Okay.
Okay, summarize it. Summarize it, Renee.
I can try to summarize it. He basically said a woman would be ready for marriage when she's between the ages of 30 and 40, because at that point she's pretty much figured out, like her finances, and she's ready and secure with her lifestyle in order to go forward with somebody else.
Okay, why is it difficult for all of you and a man has to tell all of you this? So does it mean really that I am dealing with people who don't really know these things? Is that the reason? Because let me tell you something that is very, very grievous. Many of us really think that we know about marriage. Until I begin to peel off the things about your life, and you will realize that you don't really know a lot about it. In my own opinion, I have seen people in their 20s who understand what responsibility is. They were well raised. They have accountability partner. They understand what they are doing. And they don't bring no drama and moodiness into whatever they are doing. When they head straight for college, they are coming out with a degree. There is no reason why they cannot. But let me tell you, age plays a part in people's getting matured. Also, there are, like Renee said, 50-year-old children, 60-year-old, 70-year-old children who never get it. Shall we say that they are plagued by the spirit of a fool? Or they never really want to learn out of their mistakes and grow up? There are people like that. So it all depends. But normally, when it has to do with having children quicker, easily, so that you grow with your kids, it's better to do it early. But at what cost? Because those of you who have done it early, you know how it is. You know what you passed through. So these are something for you to consider. You see, you want to do things without injuring your life. You want to do it with happiness, not with stress. And you know how much stress, how much of hell you've gone through having kids at an early age. Without no solid education, no professional skill, no investment of your skill in a professional job. You've not yet learned how to be in charge of your mood swings and behavior, how to be quiet in life and face what you are doing, and not be attracted and moved by everything somebody says or did. These are the things I'm talking about. So like the person who said that, is that not what the Bible says, that we should get married? Is that not what the African culture? It's not just African culture, the culture of the world. World culture teaches that people get married because they want to have children. People get married for several reasons. Getting help is one of it. Others come to have children. There are people who are coming to have children. When they have that children, they are done. Then they are done with relationship. They don't want anything to do with it anymore. There are people who want to get married because they want a companionship. The real reason for marriage is companionship. Building a healthy companionship and a happy companionship. That's the reason. That's the one and only reason, is strong companionship. And you are also doing it because let me put something here. This is the way I look at it. Having children is very good. But do you have a destiny that you are pursuing? Excuse me. Do you have a destiny that you are pursuing? If having children alone and getting married alone is your dream and destiny, you will be like the statistics of the rest of the world. Because you can combine both. You must come to earth to do something that your name will enter into the book of history. Something good. There must be something you do on earth that make you to be very distinguished from other human beings for good. See, people get married only. Real marriage and relationship is for companionship, to be together, to build a life, a business, wealth, happiness. And that is, if you look at relationship from that perspective, that is what makes relationship last. It makes you not to disrespect the other person, to cherish and to protect that person. I've seen people, while the husband is not watching, the person is saying something against the husband to make herself feel better than the husband. I've seen husbands do it too against the wives. There's no companionship there. You are just getting married to have children and to live together. There are many reasons that people get married. If you begin to peel the onion, you'll see There are people who get married to come and destroy each other. Come and flog each other. The devil have sent them on a mission. A human monitoring spirit have sent them on a mission. And they are coming to come and destroy and disgrace each other. I'm serious. And tear down each other's family. Truly speaking. That's why you have to be very, very careful, experienced, ready before you enter into a relationship or a marriage. If not, especially those of you who've been in it before, if you don't really know what you are looking for, the way I'm putting it together for you, you go into it, you repeat the same mistake over and over again until you get tired of it. And to those of you who've been married before, I always say that if you don't feel it, don't marry again. Pursue your destiny, pursue money, pursue material resources, create wealth, build businesses, discover something in science and technology. Leave something on earth behind before you leave this earth. And don't spend your entire life running around relationship with people. Because when you look at people who have made names on the earth, there are people who are one-way focused. They are focused on what they can deliver. Exploring, adventure, travel to discover, travel to create. For those of you who have had so many children, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 kids, since you were in your 20s, you know that it has not been easy for you to raise them. Not just the finance, but also the time. Let me stop here very briefly and ask, are there people who have questions? Are there people who have questions? What are the preparations for marriage or to be in a relationship? Education or technical training? A great job, a professional job that you are already in?
Very good. Oh, wow. Whatever, I can click on it.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
I'm trying to talk to you about the preparation to be in a relationship when somebody just was talking. What do you think should be the preparation for someone to be in a marriage or in a relationship? We are dealing with why do we get married. Please press *6 and then you can talk to us. I'll mute everybody. If you want to talk to us, press *6 and then you can talk to us. What are the adequate preparation for these things? Do you think that marriage do not work, relationship do not work because people are not adequately prepared for it? Anybody who want to attempt? Please press *6 and you can talk to us. Are people prepared for marriage or are they not prepared for marriage in our time? Do our parents prepare us for marriage? Do they tell us why they got married in the first place? Please press *6 and you can talk to us. Because now we are talking about why marriages fail. Why do marriages fail? Do parents prepare their children for marriages in our time? It's very rare that I've seen parents who sit their children down to tell them things about marriage because it's regarded as a taboo. Most parents cannot discuss sex Most parents cannot discuss money. Some of it is out of shame that they did not achieve anything in their own time. Why do you think your parents are going to discuss education with you when they didn't have any? Or they drop out, they never finished? Why do you think your parents are going to discuss money with you when they didn't have any?
You can't give what you don't have.
And what do you mean by that?
What you don't have, you can't give. If you don't know how to get money, how can you teach somebody to get money?
There you go.
If you don't know how to live as a responsible parent, how can you teach your children? So that is how I see it.
Okay.
If you don't have, you can't give.
All right. Is there somebody else who wanna help us out here? Maybe your parents sat you down to tell you about love, relationship, friendship, money, all of that, how to create wealth. If your parent did, please can you speak up? We want to learn from you. Anybody, please press *6 on your phone. Then you can talk to us. Then we can hear you. If not, we will not hear you. Those of us who come from Africa, it is very rare for you even to see your father and mother kiss. Talk less of hugging each other. Talk less of holding hands and going out for a walk. Talk less of telling each other that they love each other. Are you serious? Nobody talk about love. All the things you are seeing in the movie is just recent. In the African movies, these are just recent. They are copying America. They were not there. I've never heard my parents told me that they love me. Or any of my siblings. None. None. Fela was asked about love in Africa, the late Fela Kuti. He said, love. There is nothing like love in Africa. There is only survival. People are trying to survive. The same thing if you come from India or China, all those Middle Eastern culture, it's not there. Nobody talking about romance. When I was growing up, what people call dating is when the girl will cook food and bring to your family, to you, while you're in your family. And maybe it's given a farm, things like that. Or come to visit your farm, things like that. Nobody is talking to two of you about how to build a life through education or through a business, how to manage a business, nothing. You figure it out yourself. How do you do romance? How do you even raise up a child? There was nothing. You have to figure it out yourself. And that's why there's a lot of failure in relationship and marriage. Because you are left to figure it out yourself. Therefore, nobody sits you down to tell you the qualification, what you need to see in a man, or what you need to see in a woman to enter into a relationship that will end in a marriage or that will stay in friendship. Nobody. If your own parent told you, please can you tell us? Press *6 and tell us. Because we want to learn from you. Maybe that has made a difference. And you've succeeded. Please, those of you who have not yet been married, I am praying for you to get married. So that you will get over the anxiety of not getting married. Because those who have not been married, if you tell them to wait and go slowly into marriage, no. They want to go into it very quickly. And those of us who've been there, we are just looking at what is this person hurrying into this thing for? What are you worrying about? What's the problem with you? Marriage is for adults. adult, physically by age, adult in thoughts. Relationship is for those people. Relationship is not for people who are selfish, arrogant, controlling, and want to do their own thing. People whom when you tell them your own mind, they cannot listen to you. And also let me share something here. In every relationship, there must be a leader. And that is based on who is more proactive and who is more knowledgeable in a wide variety of areas. Not somebody who doesn't know how to take care of money and want to be in charge of the money. Everybody got paid on Friday and everybody turned their paycheck to that person. And on Monday, there is no money. And you ask the person, they start quarreling with you. Then why can't you trust them? Bring the money, we trust you. No, the money is not there. So I hope that this will help you. Is there anybody who has a question? Please press *6 and then you can talk to us. Is there anybody who has a question? Because the reason why people fail is that they think that if they ask the right question that people will look down on them. You see, your success depends on your ability to ask questions. Your failure is because you do not ask the right questions. Anna, write that down for me.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Like when is the right time to talk to your kids about sex and like how? Like
Oh.
how do you do it in a way that's like appropriate? You know, like because I think sometimes we want to, and because like for instance, like my mom never talked to me or sat me down and had a talk with me, but if I want to talk to my kids and teach them the things I've learned, or just I don't know how to do it. Seriously, I don't know what's a good way. Like
I will have a
like how do you just say like, okay, let's go have a talk and let's go out to eat, let's talk, or how do you even go for it?
okay. I will have a private talk with you on that outside what we are doing. But I want those of you who are mom, who have had that talk with their kids, to help talk to this person, please. Press *6 and talk to this person. Anybody who has knowledge in this area, please can you talk? Hello? Yeah, Peter, we are still in a conference. You can listen in if you want to.
You're doing the conference now?
Yes. Yeah.
Right.
All right. We are on a broadcast. We are broadcasting to the whole world. They will be hearing your voice. Okay. Call me later. All right. Continue. Is there anybody who wanna help and talk to this person? She said, "How do I talk to my kids?" Mary, not you. Let other people join in because there are a lot of people on the conference line. There are a lot of people there, but they don't just wanna speak up. Are there people who want to help Victoria? All right. Mary, jump in if you want to, please.
Yes, I will use my as an example. My friend. I became their friend, so they are able to expose themselves to me and tell me things, and I'm able to talk to them. So that is how I was able to introduce sex to them, and then talk the negative part of it as a child, getting yourself involved in such a thing, the bad end or the bad results that it will bring. And then I also had the opportunity to tell them that, give them example of people who are adults, who have grown and before they entered into such relationship, and then see how they are living good, they are happy, and they have life is going on well. So I started with my kids by making friends with them, and they are able to expose things to me, and I'm able to talk to them without blink of an eye.
All right. All right. Renee, do you want to jump in here to talk to Victoria about this? I'm not sure she's on the line anymore. All right. We want to bring this to a conclusion here. And I will see you guys at the vigil tonight at 12. Is it 11 o'clock? Yeah. 11 o'clock tonight, we'll be having a vigil. So come on. I'll be waiting for you. Come and join us at the vigil. The vigil is not broadcasted live. I have to look and see, because there are certain things, the kind of vigil that we are having are much more deeper stuff. So if I am allowed to broadcast the audio, then I can broadcast the audio. If not, and of course, if I'm going to do only audio, then I will do only audio. Then you can hear the audio from Ustream. You'll be able to hear the audio from Ustream. I will turn off the what do we call it? I will turn off the video, because these are heavy stuff. Like what we did last night, those are heavy things, and there are certain things that are not for public to watch. All right. So I will see you guys at 11 o'clock Central, which is 12 a.m. Let me ask Jay from Virginia. Do you have any other question to ask? Please do ask right now.
Well, I don't really have any questions, but I can say that for me, my parents have been married for 48 years.
Okay.
It has not been a perfect marriage, but I've seen commitment, perseverance and faithfulness modeled to me.
Okay.
So I know I have that. I mean, I have parents that I can say are my examples, even if I'm not married. And I'm not married, but I'm not, I'm not out there, let's say, exposing myself. I'm patient. My body is, the temple of God. I have all that down. I do have a desire for marriage because, for many things. And also, I see marriage being under attack so much. And in the city that I work, I see so many alternative, lifestyles and, people doing also the crazy things. I think as believers, we need to pray for marriage. We need to pray for, two people who understand the word of God, who have desire for marriage, to marry, because marriage is under attack. That's just, the burden that's on my heart. That's all.
People getting married for marriage's sake is not a marriage. That's number one. People getting married for the right reason, and they are prepared for life. The reason why you are prepared for life first, before you go into relationship second, and get into marriage third, is so that you do not go through the trauma that some of us we've gone through. Without preparation, without adequate training, without money, without professional skill, you see, like yourself who is talking right now. If you go into marriage now, you will do better than a lot of us did when we went into it when we were children. Why? You are an attorney. That's number one.
Bishop, can we end it there, please? Because I don't want my profession disclosed.
I understand.
So, I'm just saying.
No. I am sharing about skills.
And all these alternative lifestyles, you know.
I have people. Jay, listen. I have people, not just you alone. I have people who are attorneys who are following my ministry. Also, I hope you know that there are other lawyers who are part of my ministries. We have doctors who are part of my ministries, and I'm bringing them along. We have teachers. We have broadcasters. What I'm saying is that when people have professional skills and they have age on their side, they are better prepared for marriage. Marriage might be under attack by devils, but the real issue here is, are those people adequately prepared for marriage? That's what we are talking about. That's it. I am a historian. I'm not just a pastor. I'm a historian. I've taught years in universities and in the seminary. So there's nothing hidden about this. See, when it comes to marriage, it's very emotional thing. People are really touchy. When it comes to money, people are really touchy. It's an emotional thing. Right, I will see you all at 11 o'clock. Bye-bye.
Hallelujah. Bye. Thank you.
All participants are muted. All participants are unmuted.